Basketball tradition runs deep at EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, one of the most successful clubs in European basketball history, with 3 Euroleague crowns among its 8 continental trophies. When new players arrive to Milan, it helps that they can appreciate that tradition, which makes rookie point guard Joe Ragland a perfect fit. After all, he comes from the very birthplace of basketball in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Basketball is pretty much everything in my city.
Springfield is where Dr. James Naismith invented basketball and where the sport's first Hall of Fame is named in his honor.
In my city, we just play basketball non-stop. You know, that's really much that's all we can do. And we just play for fun.
Ragland is well aware that players from Springfield must represent their city's basketball history wherever they play.
We're all very familiar with it, and you know, we carry that name, you know, well every time we leave the city. But when you're in the city, it's not talked about much because, you know, it's the norm and it's our reality living there and seeing the Basketball Hall of Fame every single day.
Ragland was fortunate to spend even more time at the city's most famous site than most.
My older brother actually worked in the Basketball Hall of Fame when it opened, the new one. So I pretty much, and it was summertime, so I pretty much lived there. Like, whenever he goes to work, I'm right there with him as if, you know, it's my 9 to 5.
Naturally, Ragland's preference at the Hoops Hall was playing basketball.
You could play. I mean, you could see somebody playing one-on-one, you know, play a game 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 5-on, whatever you want to play, you could play. And that's the beauty of it, you know.
When he wasn't playing, Ragland had a favorite exhibit too.
The vertical test, you know, always, it's like on the 2nd floor. You do the vertical test, you always want to see, you know what I mean, how high you jump in. That's what we probably stayed the most at, you know, coming in and out every day. We'll go home, work on our legs, come back to test the vertical, you know, just to see how high we jump.
Success was not handed to Ragland. To become a key player on a Turkish Airlines Euroleague team, he had to prove himself over and over again, starting with the fact that at 1.82 meters, he's often the shortest guy on the floor.
Just a part of the game, being small. You know, you're looked at as, you know, a player that can't compete, you know, with the taller guys, but, you know, that's just something you overcome with competitiveness and drive and working hard.
Those around Ragland knew big things were in store for him when he won the Layup Award, given annually to the best high school player in Western Massachusetts in 2008.
It's big in my city, you know, it's big for us people, local people, and that's an award that any high school player wants to win. You know, it's like, it's a big accomplishment and you want to have that trophy if you're, you know, competitive, if you want to be successful. And I won that award my senior year and just happy to follow behind some great players that won it before.
Ragland stood out at every step from college to his European debut in Spain and on to playing for Italian side Cantu in the Euro Cup and eventually a starting spot in the Euroleague for EA7 Milan. He never stopped pushing himself.
People from my city, they know about the drive that you have to, you know, have to be successful. A lot of people are, you know, just mentally tough and as well as, you know, life in athletics. You know, I just carried that over here to Europe, you know, not being known and start from the bottom. I knew I had to be tough mentally and, you know, work on my game. And, you know, a couple years I made it to, you know, a EuroLeague level.
These words that Ragland lives by are a message for all of us.
I just told myself as long as I keep working hard, anything can happen.